Good morning, everyone, and just got my breakfast here in the back. I'm really excited to be here, and first I want to thank Puente Learning Center for opening up their doors for this community event. Let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you very much. We have a wonderful preschool here and a charter kindergarten class here. This is where my two daughters came. And I remember as a kid, this was a vacant lot for a very long time, and I used to come have rock fights here with my friends. And so, from a place where we used to have a local neighborhood rock fight to a place of learning, it's a great thing to do. They also provide learning for adults. Any evening you come here, you see a number of adult education classes going on. It's a very great jewel in our community. And I'm excited to be here because this is a long time coming. I recall that when I got elected to office about 5 years ago, I started asking what we can do more as a city and as a neighborhood for preservation. And what kept coming up is some funding that had been made available by the Getty to do a survey of the city of Los Angeles to identify potentially historic sites. And I started asking more and prodding that we get that underway. And in fact, when things kind of came aligned along with the LA Conservancy, and they created an Office of Historic something, the Executive Director, Ken Bernstein, is here in the Planning Department, which I thought was a great move on the Planning Department to create an office dedicated to preservation issues. I think the stars became aligned, and granted that we couldn't do the whole city all in one shot because that would take about 10 years, I advocated strongly that Boyle Heights be one of the first in that survey. As many of you know, Boyle Heights is considered one of the first suburbs for the city of LA, and it is a neighborhood that has been very important in the development of the city of Los Angeles. So with that, the planning department, working with many partners to move forward, and started to do the survey here in Boyle Heights. And secondly, I worked with a community redevelopment agency, since we are in a redevelopment zone, to look at some of the commercial corridors. And so we actually have two reports. One is from the Community Redevelopment Agency that studied our commercial corridors and identified potentially historic sites. And one is from the Planning Department and the results from Survey L.A. that looked at the rest of Boyle Heights. As the results became available, my office spoke with the Boyle Heights Historical Society, and they came up with the idea to not only, because we talked to them about how are we going to present this to the community and have talk to the community about the results, they came up with the idea to actually have a walk to look at some of these beautiful historic structures that are in Boyle Heights. And so here we are today to announce the results and to also take a walk and see what is here in Boyle Heights. I live in Boyle Heights. I grew up here, and I actually live in a 1928, I don't know what you would call my house. The outside looks like Spanish Mediterranean. The inside looks Art Deco. But it took me about 2 years to preserve my home. I believe strongly in preserving our history in the city of Los Angeles. And one of the things that got me even more interested in moving forward with this is about a year into office, I was told about the Jewish Historical Society and how they were taking their monthly tour of historic sites here in Boyle Heights. And they came upon Soto and Michigan, and all of a sudden that thing had been demolished and it was gone. It was a place that many of the Jewish families who lived here at the time, it was a very popular Jewish center at its time. And what happened there was that the federal government built I think it's a Social Security office, and through their jurisdiction didn't need to go through the local government for its permits for demolition. And I was thinking that if we had a survey, if we knew about potentially historic sites, we probably would have prevented from something as tragic like that happening. And hopefully through the survey, we not only We'll preserve more sites and for several reasons. Number one, we have beautiful architecture that we don't want to lose. We have beautiful history that we would want to remind future generations about. And we also want to make sure that we, as here in Boyle Heights, a very diverse community for many different generations, continue to remember the importance of the benefits of having a very diverse city such as ours. So with that, let me thank you for being here. We have a very, I think, engaging and fun day ahead of us. I unfortunately have to leave right after this. I have a funeral to attend to, but I do want to thank many people who made today possible. First, I want to thank the Getty Foundation for their generous donations to the City of L.A. And let me tell you, there's not enough money there yet to do the whole city. It's going to be, well, Ken Bernstein from Planning Department can tell you where we are with that, but we're going to need more support to do that throughout the City of Los Angeles. I want to certainly thank Linda Dishman from the LA Conservancy and all of the LA Conservancy, the Boyle Heights Historical Society, the Breed Street Shul Project, and the Jewish Historical Society of Southern California. And thank you for continuing to be involved in Boyle Heights. The City Planning Department's Office of Historic Resources, there you go, that's the correct title for that office. The Community Redevelopment Agency, Kiro Senior Health Care, that's a senior health care here, a Japanese age living center. Hollaback Palms, one of the first ever homes for the aged here at Boyle Heights, has a lot of history and is still doing very well. The Alba family, the East Los Angeles Community Corporation, and last but not least, our future people, our future generation, the Cal Poly Pomona students who have worked on preservation issues and are serving as docents on today's tour. So thank you very much. Enjoy your day, and I would ask and hope that this is not the last time we see all of you as we continue to preserve our jewels that we have here in Boyle Heights. Thank you very much.